What's up, what's up? How are we, guys? I hope you've all had an epic post-Christmas time. I hope you're all feeling better now that we chatted yesterday about how Christmas hasn't actually made you fat. And we're going to go one step further today, and we're going to look at how you can minimize your hangovers after New Year's, all right? So we can actually do this really, really easily. The first thing that you need to do, though, is you need to understand what actually a hangover is, and then you can fix it after then. So trust me, guys, like back in my partying days when I was like 16 years of age, I used to get on the drink, and even then I was always trying to find ways to minimize hangovers. And so just recently, where I've been delving into anti-aging and working with, a heap of high-level blokes who have to, minimize the amount of cognitive deficits that they get from drinking or taking drugs or anything like that. So I found the ways which can really, really improve how you respond to consuming alcohol. And after we've done that, we're going to touch on a topic which is really a favourite of mine and a bugbear at the same time, which is keto dieting. Okay. Now, at the same time, guys, you're going to have to excuse me. I'm a little bit slow today. I've mentally impaired myself after lifting. I really, really fucked myself up. So I just smashed out deadlifts. I just walked in the gym and I was feeling good. And when I feel good, it's generally bad because I often tend to overtrain and go a little bit too hard. So I just whacked on 220 kilos on the bar and fucking pulled it. And I was like, oh yeah, went all right. And so I did that a few times. And then went for 230, and 230 didn't feel too good, so I just dropped it. And then after that, proceeded to go even harder afterwards. So yes, please do excuse me. I am impaired right now. So yeah. But as always, let's go through the admin bullshit. First things first, if you want to see more of these videos, guys, comment or like on here so that you can actually see them. Because otherwise, old Zuckerberg hides me from you. And let's be honest, you want to see me in my magical haircut every single day. All right. On top of that, I've now got to go share this in the Shred community. If you're not a part of the Shred community, get amongst it. I'll leave the link right at the top for you. Okay, because you don't want to miss out on that. We've got some epic people. We've got over 3,000 people in the Shred community at the moment, which is really, really cool. So yeah, if you're not a part of that already, get amongst it because you are missing out. All right, and then the last thing, as always, if you have any questions, ask. You got me here, all right? If you're one of my clients, ask me. If you're not one of my clients, ask me anything that you want, all right? I'm here, I'm open. This is what we do. We chat, we talk shit, and we do whatever. So first things first, let's go through some of these comments. What do we got? Keone, James, you're a true motivational dude. Thank you very much, brother. John Harrell said the best answer to a hangover is just don't drink alcohol. That is the best way to not get hungover. However, it's kind of boring, isn't it, man? You want to sort that out. What else we got? Alex D, welcome, brother. Maveldika, nice hair. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that. My girl Sarah, she looks after me. My hairdresser, she's a legend. Drew Johnson, where do you get your hair cut? It's a place called Tobruk in at Neutral Bay in Sydney, right? Fantastic place. Go with Sarah, she's a legend, that girl. Tyrone, welcome. Richard, how are you, brother? Andrew C, how are you, big fella? Colin, Gemma, Nick, got everyone, even Matty McConnell. Oh, how good is that? The best looking bloke on here, Matty McConnell. How are you, mate? Alright, let's get on into it then. We've already got 37 people online, so let's dive balls deep into this. As I said before, for those of you who weren't here, alright, beforehand, comment or like if you want to see more of these, and ask any questions that you got. Anywhere you want them, I'll go through absolutely every single one. Alright, so let's crack on. So, here's the situation. You're out on New Year's, you've had a big 2017. 2017's been fucking fantastic. It has for me, and I'm sure it has for you, okay? 2017's been great, and you're going to send it out with a bang. You're going to be going out, and you're going to be getting fucking drunk, alright? That's what a lot of people are going to do, because we're in Australia, and we're a little bit backwards here, and we don't really understand the whole concept of moderation, perhaps not overdoing it. So you're going to go out, and you're going to go get absolutely fucking drunk. So you go out, and yet you're drinking. You smash, 10 drinks, 20 drinks, 30 drinks, whatever you smash, okay? And then the next day, normally you will wake up feeling like absolute shit, okay? So you're gonna wake up feeling like crap. You're gonna be hungover as anything. Your head's gonna be spinning. You're gonna be wanting to spew. Your guts are gonna feel like crap. Your skin's all puffy and watery, and your muscles feel like you've done like bloody 10 rounds with Mike Tyson, all right? So you feel like shit. That is the hangover. So when we look at hangovers, we've got to think, what are they? Because if we don't understand what they are, then we can't fix them. So first things first, a hangover is pretty much when you have the combination of negative effects of alcohol on the gut, right, on the brain, on the production of acetaldehyde, and on the production of histamine, okay? So we can fix all four of those things. We're going to dramatically reduce the amount of hangover that you have, all right? So first things first, when you drink, your alcohol gets converted into something called acetaldehyde. And when it's converted into acetaldehyde, pretty much it ruins your gut. Absolutely smacks your gut for six. Causes mass amounts of inflammation, all right? Mass amounts of inflammation, really damages your stomach lining and upsets your gut microbiome, because alcohol in your gut, it really promotes dysbiosis if you have the wrong types of bacteria in there in the first place. So what you need to do, in order to fix up the effects on the gut, the first thing you need to do is you need to get a whole heap of antioxidants into your system. So either the day before, preferably the day before, or just while you're drinking, smash a heap of vitamin C or vitamin E, okay, something like that. Take a little bit of berberine, take a bit of chromium picolinate, okay, that's what you can do. Now the next one is you need to smash a shitload of water, okay, and then drink some lime or lemons with it, because that will massively improve your hangover. I don't know if you guys have ever done a night out in the rumbos, all right, the old rum and cokes or the beers, and a night out in the vodka sodas, vodka soda waters. The nights where you get no hangovers is the vodka soda water. So I know when I'm going to drink, I know on the rare occasion, because I'm the most boring bloke out, but on the rare occasion that I do drink, okay, which actually surprisingly has been more often than usual, but when you do drink, I'll always go out on vodka soda limes, alright? Always, because you feel so much better, okay? The next thing that you need to look at your neurotransmitters and see how they're getting smacked around by alcohol. Because alcohol, the reason why it makes you fucking feel great, you feel fantastic, you're absolutely charged and you get a little bit all over the place, is because of the way it manipulates neurotransmitters. So for example, alcohol dramatically impacts adenosine, GABA and dopamine. Right? They're the three biggies that it impacts. Now, if you impact GABA, you have excessive amounts of GABA being produced. That's what causes the slowing function, right? The slowdown of the nervous system, and also the impairment of your ability to think. That's why you often say stupid shit when you're drunk, all right? It's because you've got lots of GABA floating around all the time. And the next day, these GABA levels go down, which actually leaves you more prone to anxiety. This is why a lot of alcoholics become alcoholics, because they have continual consumption of alcohol, which ruins it, which plays around with their GABA levels, okay? Which in turn leads them to become dependent on that, because they've got low GABA levels normally, and they only elevate them when they've got alcohol in it. And when they have the low GABA levels, they go down to, feeling anxious, right? So the next day you need to make sure that you supplement with your GABA. You also need to look after your dopamine levels, because alcohol is a massive feedback mechanism on dopamine, and it will make you have really low mood, all right, and make you think a lot worse over the coming days. That's why after you go out and you get pissed, right, you'll feel no motivation for the next few days. Not just because you feel crook in your guts and your muscles feel like crap, all right? You just feel like really low and lethargic, and that also contributes to the anxiety too. So you need to look after your dopamine levels, all right? The next one is you need to look after your adenosine. So adenosine is the stuff that makes you sleep. For those of you who studied a bit of PE at high school, or done any sort of education in fitness, you'll know that ATP, or adenosine triphosphate, is the energy material in the body, right? So when you have ATP, or adenosine triphosphate, you have an adenosine molecule and 3 phosphate molecules, okay? When you lose those phosphate molecules, you make energy. So your body cleaves off those phosphates to give you energy and allow you to move. That leaves you with free floating adenosine, or AMP and adenosine. And what they do is they bind to your brain to let you know that your energy levels are low. Alcohol artificially does this. That is why some people get a sedative effect from alcohol, along with the interaction with GABA. And so when you have that, lots of adenosine levels in your brain, you will pretty much be more sluggish, more lethargic, and you will not feel as good after drinking alcohol. Just plain and simple fact, okay? What you need to do in order to counteract that is you take a little bit of theacrine, okay? Take some theacrine, smash that stuff, 100 milligrams, 200 milligrams, and that actually blocks the adenosine from binding to your brain. The other thing you can do is the next day have a bit of caffeine. It does the same thing. I just find the theacrine is much better, particularly if you use it in the long run, okay? So that's how you can massively improve the cognitive effects from drinking. The next one is the build-up of acetaldehyde, okay? When you have alcohol, it gets broken down. So the body, the way it gets rid of all the toxins and shit and hormones and whatnot is it breaks it down through several stages. Okay, so it goes. The main one for this is it goes from alcohol into acetaldehyde into aldehyde. I think it is. I can't remember whatever it is. But anyway, so it breaks it down through several stages, and acetaldehyde is the bad one, alright? So this is the one that makes you feel like shit. It sticks to your muscles, it sticks to your body, and makes you feel like absolute crap. What you want to do is you want to clear out the acetaldehyde as quickly as possible. So you've lost the grog, right? You're no longer pissed, so you're not having fun, and you're just left with your shitty little brother, the shitty little brother called acetaldehyde, okay? This thing does absolutely nothing good for you. It's a pain in the ass, makes you feel like crap, slows you down, right? And that's what really gives you the hangover. That's the big part of the hangover, okay? To get rid of this, all you need to do is you take a little bit of alpha lipoic acid, and that can dramatically improve the rate at which you're clearing that out. Okay, so you can get rid of lots and lots of acetaldehyde. It will make you feel so much better, so much better. In combination with this, just improve your antioxidants, your levels of antioxidants, so that the ALA will be more effective at clearing out the acetaldehyde. Now the next one is, I don't know if you guys notice this, but I certainly do, is after you've been on the piss and you've had a fair bit to drink, you get really puffy. So your eyes get puffy, you wake up the next morning like, oh my god, man, what the fuck happened last night? And your gut's fat, and your arms are flabby, and you just look like crap. That's because of a histamine reaction, alright? So if you have that, number one, you're actually not clearing out histamine well in the first place, so you should probably be doing these procedures anyway. But number two, you've just had a fat histamine reaction and your body isn't coping with it. Okay? What histamine is it's the starter of inflammation. Whenever inflammation is going to occur, that's what does it. Now, Rod has just said that red wine does that for him, right? That's really common because a lot of red wines have preservatives. If that's you, you need to get rid of the preservatives because there are a few preservatives out there which really mess with histamine, okay? But back onto histamine and how to clear it out. You want to get rid of histamine. You want to nip that stuff in the bud because it makes you feel like crap and it makes you look like crap too, alright? So the easiest ways to improve your histamine levels and get rid of them and make sure your body's managing it well is by taking betaine HCl, as much of that as possible, by taking a bit of quercetin, alright, which is a supplement you can buy on iherb.com, and then smashing the vitamin C, so constantly smashing the vitamin C and antioxidants. That will help you massively, alright? So yeah, they are the ways. They're the 4 things that you need to look after when you're going out and getting pissed if you want to have optimal function. I went out, I had a couple of drinks for one of our staff parties, one of the JCF parties, at the end of year ones, and I'll tell you what, after I put all this stuff into play, and well, I was mostly focusing on the GABA, the dopamine and adenosine because I can't drink much, but after I really looked after those ones, right, I was sweet. I trained the next day, pumped out a massive session, still deadlifting 200 kilos really easy, bench pressing 50s, like 50 kilo dumbbells, super easy. There's no reason why you guys shouldn't be able to go out if you have a couple of drinks and then go function the next day. However, as John Harrell said, obviously right at the start, the best way to cure a hangover and to avoid a hangover is to just not drink in the first place. So if you are really serious about getting your gains, you should probably avoid going out and getting pissed, I'm sorry to say. Right? You will be much better off for not getting drunk. However, if you do decide that you want to go out and you're like, oh, fuck it, New Year's only happens once each year, I'm like, that's fair enough, then do these, implement these procedures that I've just done. If you've missed them, you just join now, inbox us, all right? For all of my clients, I'm actually going to be sending out a hangover cure list because I want you guys to smash it. So I want you to smash it, and I don't want getting smashed to stop you from smashing it. So yeah, look out for my emails, which I'll be sending out to you. All right. In fact, I might even send that to the email list as well, to the whole, also to my whole ManyChat, my whole Facebook list. So everyone who's got Facebook has been talking with us will actually hook you up with something for free. All right, guys, I'm going to go through some of the questions right now. If you've got anything, comment away and I'll get into it. Now, as I always say, if you guys want to see these things, you need to like or comment on them because otherwise Zuckerberg, the prick, is going to hide me from you, right? So if you want to keep seeing these live videos, like or comment and they'll pop up in your newsfeed. Here we go. Yasin has just asked me, how many times do I do cardio in a week? Look, mate, when I have sex, that's about it, and that's, yeah, quite a bit. Michael Snell, how are you, big fella? Good to have you on board. Ravio, Do I need to get protein or other mass gainer or just let natural diet in order to build muscle? No, you don't need protein, you don't need mass gainers, you don't need any supplements. You can perfectly well build muscle on its own, all right? So if you're strapped for cash, you don't need to get protein, all right? Just eat lots of protein, high protein diet, lots of calories, good calories, train smart, that's it. If you need a hand with that, brother, shoot us an inbox and we'll help you out. Colin Gare, nice to catch a couple of these live sessions in a row. Quick question, what would you consider a moderate number of sets for a whole workout on each body part? That's a great question, Colin. See, the number of sets really depends on the number of reps. So what I look for in some of my really fucked up workouts is I look for 40 sets with workouts which have got less than 8 reps in each set, okay? When you're doing more than that, say around the 12 to 15 reps, all right, then I look down to ducking down to 30, even to 25, that sort of range, mate. Big Kyle Westberg, good to see you on here. Daniel, lots of Valium upon awakening and while drinking helps minimise hangovers from the long Easter. I wouldn't advise taking Valium after drinking. The reason why that is, well, look, if you're getting anxious after drinking, yes, Valium will help you because it is a GABA agonist, all right? So it binds to the GABA receptor and mimics the effects of GABA. But yeah, I would not advise taking that after drinking because your GABA receptors have already taken a bashing with the alcohol, and adding more Valium in there is just only going to prolong it. What I would recommend is that you actually just take smaller amounts of phenibut or GABA itself, and that will do a much better job. Even better, take some 5-HTP and inositol. Hey New, how are you, legend? Good to have you on board. You're smashing it, mate. Who else we got? We've got Big Aaron Cooper, Corey Parker, Jimmy, Michael Raw, Ranjot, Mick. Oh, Mick, good to see you on here, mate. You're going to need this. Darren Lee's just commented, currently doing deads and just wondering what your thoughts are on alternating your over-underhands between sets or workouts to prevent the development of an imbalance, necessary or what? Darren, that is a fantastic question. All right, so what Darren's referring to, guys, is when you deadlift, whether you, like when you do a mixed grip like this, okie doke, do you need to do both sides over and under in order to prevent imbalances? I 100% believe that you do, because you will actually hold your body completely differently. I notice when I deadlift like that, my right lat is far more on than my left lat. So you'll see me all the time, whenever I'm doing under and overhand, I'll actually stop mid-set, swap my hands over, and then keep going. All right, so I'll do half my reps one hand, half my reps on the other hand. So yes, completely, I 100% believe that it is necessary. And the reason with this too, man, the other thing that we've got to look at is that when you are constantly just doing this movement, you are actually just completely shifting your posture and you're changing the way that you move. I believe you should be always 100% symmetrical because you always move better when you're symmetrical. When I'm seeing my boy Jason Land, the chiro that I see, all right, I feel so much better when I'm seeing him on the reg. So much better, all right? So, and he's getting me nice and symmetrical. As soon as I put myself out of symmetry, my lifts go down, my vertical leap decreases. I play a lot of basketball, so my vertical leap's pretty important. And yeah, just my sprinting ability, the whole lot goes down. So yes, 100%. Johnny Harrell's just said, make sure you don't skip dinner, snack during the night, high sodium electrolytes, and then drink a litre of water before going to sleep. I'm an ex-alcoholic, it works. Well, there you go, mate. John's fucking done more drinking in a week than what I probably have in my lifetime. So yes, I'd 100% listen to that. Don't skip your dinner, snack during the night, have a heap of high sodium electrolytes, and then drink some water before bed. Sounds legit to me, ticks all the boxes. Happy New Year, Matty McConnell. Luke Hagley, good to have you on board. Aiden, oh here we are, mate. Rod, Keithy, here we go, we've got a question from Rob. Gut health is clearly important. Do you recommend any gut health tests we can access here in Australia? No, we don't have any gut health tests specifically that are any good here in Australia yet, but what I'm doing, mate, is I am in the process of designing a gut health course now. I know I've been saying that for a while, but I want to make sure this thing's fucking mint before I let it out. But no, there are no formal tests, but I'll be releasing the course, which comes complete with all the testing that you need to do. The best testing that you can do for your gut is symptomatic testing. Going out and getting stool tests, they're not going to do terribly much for you at all. What is going to do a lot for you is looking at your symptoms, seeing what's going on, and then responding accordingly and continually appraising yourself, right? I've done stool tests, I've done parasite tests, I've done all that shit, And to be perfectly honest, none of them are really that great. I don't even recommend them anymore, except for dire circumstances. All right? Billy Vass, good to have you here. Bensley, you too, legend. Rod, how is rum and coke? Rum and coke is not good. The darker spirits really tend to mess up your guts. I mean, all you got to do is smash, have a night on the rumbos and see how shit you feel compared to vodka. And yeah, you'll realise that it's no good. Back when I was like 16, I used to drink. Funny, I stopped drinking as soon as it became legal for me. But back when I was 16, and I used to get on the rumbos. That's what we all drank because we were bogans and ferals, and it was the cool thing to do. But yeah, the hangovers from that were absolutely terrible compared to now. If I have a vodka or something like that, so much easier. All right, so much better. So yeah, I'd avoid the dark spirits at all costs. And beer is shit too. I mean, beer is the absolute worst. The only two beers that you should really bother drinking are Coronas and Big Head by Burley Brewing Co. Matty Pays just said, why when I drink beer I feel old the next day? I feel okay the next day. However, if I drink wine, I feel like death. That's going to be because of the preservatives or just something with the composition of it, mate. If you feel like shit from drinking it, don't drink it. Matty, wine is just not cut out for you, right? You're just not going to do well on it at all, so avoid it. Big Al. Here we go. Alan. Don't get to go to the gym every day, but go a day here and there. Is it okay to do a full body workout every time? Yes, 100%. One of the workouts which we give for our guys who are looking to go next level is a full body workout. So they train for about 2 hours each day. And I've actually seen one bloke gain 4 kilos in 4 weeks. So yes, a kilo per week lean. I've had another just recently gain 700 grams a week. I've had another gain 500 grams a week. I've seen huge, stupidly huge results on whole body workouts, mate. So yes, it is okay. Anthony Drysdale's just said, I've been alcohol free for 2 years and feel great. Guys, that's a good point Anthony's made, is that if you do go alcohol free, you're going to feel a fuckload better than what you will when you're on alcohol, right? Alcohol does not serve any positive effect on you whatsoever, right? It allows you to let loose, it allows you to de-stress, but it allows you to de-stress for one night and then you feel shit for the rest of the week, unless obviously you follow the procedures which which I've talked about. So yeah, man, no, you honestly, you cannot beat, you cannot beat being alcohol free. So much better. Matt said, hi there, I'm going on with your family friends. We will not have the ability for you to know if I could have a lot of people who want to do it with your own, but the best of the best of the best of the best selling the most part. I'm a very long, the other day and age. Yeah, brother, I've got no idea what you're saying, man, but it sounds fantastic. So keep it up. Love the comments. Fantastic. Mickey Snell. What's your thoughts on weight belts? Do you use for the whole session or only on max lifts? I actually don't use a weight belt at all at the moment. However, I have seen positive effects from using waist belts. When I use them in the lead up to my comp, my waist definitely comes in, but at the same time, I'm dieting and losing fat, so my waist is going to come in anyway. It's really hard to appraise whether they actually do keep your waist nice and tight and keep you looking better. But yeah, as far as injury prevention, they're great for people with, dicky backs or hernias who want to be super, super safe, but I always think you're better off fixing the cause, which is making sure you're bracing, your abdominal bracing, your core strength, and your diaphragm are on point. Alright? Hope that answers your question. Colin, what's your current workout split? My current workout split is fucking deadlift, right? I literally walk into the gym every single time and look at the deadlift bar and I say, I'm gonna lift that. Abdel and I, the squat doc, we're currently trying to periodize our program. Normally we train, we want to get strong as fuck, so that's our next goal. We want to be deadlifting 300 kilos, which we should be doing. And normally, being bodybuilders, literally our attitude is to go in the gym, fuck ourselves up and leave. But we're now periodizing that, so we're looking at lifting at around 70%, 70-75%, so we're hitting, 75% of our 1 rep max, so we're now hitting roughly 10 reps per set, and we're only doing 6 to 8 sets most of the time. And so yeah, that's what we do. After that, we'll then go on and hit an accessory exercise, be it a rack pull, deadlift, or a hip thrust or something, anywhere that we're feeling weak that day. be it in the glutes, the back, upper back, whatever. We then go and work on that. And then after that, we'll finish off on a press. All right, so I'll normally bench press, shoulder press, something like that. Just lift big. Pretty much right now, literally all I'm doing, my workouts are boring, but I'm fucking loving them. I'm literally doing 3 or 4 exercises max, doing a shitload of sets on them, heaps of sets, decent rest, decent reps, all right, and just pumping out, to a very, very good intensity, right? So that's literally it. When I narrow it down into comp, I'm going to continue on doing the whole body methods because I like them. I find them entertaining for me because I just love lifting. I love everything about lifting. And I'll be sticking to whole bodies. One thing we're going to do as well at JCF is we are now transitioning our training systems over. We found a couple of things that we feel could have been done better. So we're now transitioning it over onto using more whole body works. And it's going to make it even more customized for everybody who's with us. It's going to be fucking mint when we get that going. Hey, Nu. How are you, legend? I tend to have an upset stomach for a couple of days after drinking alcohol. Yes, mate, that's going to be because, number 1, you've upset your gut microbiome. Number 2, you've upset your gut lining, all right? So you need to sort those out and try and minimise your alcohol consumption. I've got Big Sean Thompson on here. How are you, legend? Good to have you here. Rod, is it good to drink beers to make you fall asleep? No, it's not at all. Because the problem with that is that it gradually depletes your GABA receptors over time and makes you feel much, much worse. The best thing to make you fall asleep is Delta Zone by BPM Labs. That's what we're using at JCF at the moment. That stuff's absolutely awesome. Aiden Bachelor, I've got you here as well. You're a legend, mate. Good to have you here. Jeremy Redmond. Looking at doing advanced programs to overcome a plateau, 17 kilos in 2 years, then nothing. Would you say a 3 days full body volume training and 3 days HIIT cardio, alternating the 2 over 6 days, will work whilst maintaining high calories and balanced macros? High carb weight days, low carb cardio days. No, mate, you're not going to grow on that. Straight up, you won't grow on it at all. I don't think that that's enough at all, man. Jez, if you want a hand, just shoot us an inbox, okay? I'll get Joel, one of the boys, will get in touch with you. I can't, unfortunately, I'm fully booked, but one of the boys will get in touch with you and they'll help you sort something out. Man, no. 3 days of HIIT cardio, you don't need that at all. Will not help you. Okey-doke. Alright guys, keep cracking on with the questions. I'm now going to shuffle on to the second part of this, which was going over keto dieting and whether it works or not. Okay, so we had some awesome questions so far. Keep them coming. For those of you who are new and haven't seen the start of this, what we've already gone over is all the hangover stuff. Alright, so you missed that out, you can replay it, lucky for you. And the other thing is that if you want to keep watching these, you've got to click like, right? So if you want to keep these coming up in your newsfeed, you've got to click like or comment or something or engage with it, because otherwise old mate Zuckerberg won't let you watch. Okay, though? So let's bang on. Keto. All right? Keto dieting's fucking fantastic, straight up. Keto diet is absolutely epic. The reason why keto dieting is so bashed at the moment, right? Everyone's bashing on keto, saying, oh, it's crap, it doesn't do anything. It's because those people aren't intelligent enough to realize how to use it. What most people think when you've got a keto diet is that you eat fat and you just automatically lose fat. Well, yeah, it kind of does work. You will lose a shitload of fat on a keto diet. In fact, I've had people on 4,000 calories getting leaner on a keto diet, right? But it's not just going to make you lose fat just because you're in keto. You do have to control your energy expenditure. You do have to control your exercise, your gut health, all that sort of stuff, right? But yes, a lot of people bash on keto dieting because they simply don't have a fucking clue about what keto dieting is. What keto dieting is fantastic for, and what I use it for, is for the reduction of inflammation, for anti-aging, for the optimization of hormones, and for some sorts of gut illnesses, okay? That is what it's great for. On top of that too, keto dieting is also really good for some people who are like ultra endurance runners and long distance athletes whose bodies are pounded with inflammation all the time and they just can't fix it. Keto dieting is absolutely mint for that, as well as also for keeping your energy levels stable, keeping you focused, improving brain function, even reducing stuff like autism and bloody having fits, epilepsy, all that. Not autism, it's autism, Asperger's, one of them. All right, one of those. It helps an absolute shitload of stuff. So it's absolutely fantastic. If you are looking for health and some parts of performance, you cannot go past keto. All right. If you are looking for optimal performance in the gym or playing sport or whatnot, keto's probably not going to be for you, alright? If you are unable to follow a plan, you can't stick to something, and keto can be a bit restrictive, so that's also not going to be for you. But if you fucking love bacon and eggs, you know, steak, chicken wings, all those sorts of things, chocolate, nuts, right? You're going to absolutely love keto. That's why I love keto. Right? What keto does, right, is it changes our production of energy, or our utilization of energy, from using carbs over to fats. When you do this, you produce a lot less inflammation or oxidative stress in the body, because the mitochondria, which are our little energy production things, they don't get as upset, all right? They don't get as used, they don't get as worn, right? And that's one of the reasons why keto is purported to be so good. On top of this too, the other thing that happens is you actually completely change your gut microbiome. Some people have got massively out of whack gut microbiomes, like massively out of whack. And when you keep eating carbs, you keep feeding this dysbiosis constantly. Whereas when you shift over to keto, you can kill off a whole heap of different the bad bacteria, the less advantageous bacteria, right? And can dramatically improve this. Right? On top of this too, as I said before, the inflammation levels when you're on keto go down dramatically. That is why so many people will notice when they're on keto that they feel so good, why they think so clearly, their brain's so good, their bloating goes away, their gas goes away, all their gut issues go away. Right? They start looking way leaner, way harder, they drop a shitload of weight. And that is because you've lost that inflammation. When you have inflammation, you have a shitload of water. So on keto, bang, you lose water really, really quickly. Part of that is glycogen and water stored as a part of stored glycogen and water, which you lose because you're not putting carbs in. When you're on keto, you're not eating carbs, so you flatten out your muscles, you get rid of glycogen, you get rid of water. So yes, there's a diuretic effect. There's also subcutaneous water that you lose, right? Plus all the other water associated with having high levels of inflammation, even stuff in like your face and whatnot. That is why when you go on keto, you get a really, really lean face, right? Really lean face, really, really quickly. So it's absolutely fantastic, right? The thing is, a lot of people who are on the very pro-keto side say that you have to do keto all the time and that keto is the be-all and end-all for everything. It's not, right? Keto is not the be-all and end-all. It's great, it's absolutely brilliant, right? It's brilliant, but, right, it does have some downsides for people who cannot take it, right? People who are not type A personalities are not going to be able to do well on it, right? If you are a type A personality, you're going to fucking smash it, you're going to love it, and your performance is going to go through the roof. If you're looking to play elite level sport, keto's probably not going to be your best mate, right? It's probably not going to help you out there, right? But at the same time, if you want to grow muscle, keto can also be really, really effective. In fact, some studies have shown just recently that a keto diet is the most effective way to gain muscle, even though most people think you lose muscle on keto, right? So that's my thoughts on keto. Just because people say keto's no good or keto, you have to do keto, doesn't mean you should, all right? It's somewhere in the middle. You've got to find a purpose for you. That's why what we do at JCF, we don't just hand out, you know, one method of dieting or training or whatnot. We use absolutely everything, but in the right circumstances, okay? And that's a really big emphasis that we're having right now, going over and sorting out. Now, Anthony's just asked, what's a good body shock routine change to make for building? Bro, you just got to keep lifting harder. The best body shock routine is to fucking add another 5 kilos to the bar. Simple as that. Alex D. Mate, need to go full keto now that I'm in the optimized stage, but bump up my calories. 2,400 just isn't enough now that we've upped intensity. Let's discuss tomorrow. Yeah. So guys, Alex is one of my elite guys who's working on me on one of my anti-aging courses, and he's just going through one of the stages now where we're bringing him onto keto to like literally make him superhuman. So we've got some really, really cool shit that I'll be working on with Alex, and I look forward to sharing you some snippets of what he's going through, because he's going to go to the next level in a couple of weeks, over the next couple of weeks. Now Anthony Drysdale's just said again, I mean like shocking your muscles, because muscle memory gets used to routine, right? Anthony, alright guys, you can't fucking shock your muscles. Your muscles don't get scared. Just because one week you start deciding to add in leg extensions to your workout doesn't mean they're like, oh my god, you know, James, you've added in leg extensions, I'm so shocked. I don't know, I'm so shocked, I bloody don't even know what to say. They don't say that, all right, at all. They don't give a fuck, all right? All muscles care about is tension, right? There is no muscle shocking. There is no muscle confusion, right? Doesn't matter at all. All you need to do is you need to lift heavier weight all the time. You need to progressively overload. Lift. Get better as you lift. Lift slower, lift with better contractions, all right? That is it. That's all you need to do. You don't need to fucking, you know, pause for a second and then, bah! Take that, quads. Fucking didn't see that coming, did ya? Scare them at all. They don't respond like that. The only thing your muscles respond to is stimulus. Alright? Nikki Locke's just asked, do you know why I have severe gut pain the day after I eat gluten? Yes, because you shouldn't be eating fucking gluten. Nikki, what are you doing? You've been one of my star guys and star girls for a long time now. No more gluten. No, naughty. Don't eat gluten. That's not good at all. Gluten is no good, straight up. It pries apart the digestive tract lining, okay? And it also causes a whole heap of issues with the gut microbiome. Like a whole heap of issues. I don't know why some of them occur yet. There's yet to be needs to be a lot of research done on that to give me a conclusive reason as to why. One thing I postulate is that it causes, a change in certain gut bacteria which are there. And the other thing is it also causes the repopulation of certain microbes which are less beneficial. Right? On top of that too, it also just has a general inflammatory effect. All right. Now I know some things that have gluten in them are fucking delicious, but how much more delicious is being shredded and having gains? All right. I tell you what, I'll choose that 10 times out of 10. Nikki, no more gluten, please. All right, you're crushing it. We're looking to go for continually losing 300 to 500 bloody grams a week of fat. You can't be doing that if you're eating gluten. Okay. Andy McGee. My muscles say, fuck you, James, all the time. Yes, they will, mate. Yes, they'll say, fuck me all the time. And I'm not a good coach if your muscles aren't saying, fuck James Kent. He's an absolute asshole. All right? Anyway, I'm cooked, guys. I'm actually really, really cooked. So thank you very much for coming here and having yarns with me and putting up with my deadlift depleted brain. I'm not going to be on tomorrow, but I still, tomorrow's the 30th and it's the 31st after that, so I won't be on Sunday evening either. I'll see how I go Monday. I'm out with the boys on Monday. But yes, if I don't speak to you before then, hopefully I'll see you on Monday. That's the plan, on New Year's Day. If not, I'll see you on Tuesday. I'll keep you guys in the loop. But if you need anything, you know where to find us. All right? If you want to optimize your gains and you want to take your shit to the next level, shoot us an inbox. My boys are on there. I'll be on there looking after you and trying to help you out as much as we possibly can. All right? I'm thinking that I will have to send out that hangover cheat sheet to absolutely everybody. So I think I will send that out across. I might hook up my clients with something extra special though. So if you want to get that hangover cheat sheet, you're not a client yet, you should become a client and we'll sort you out. Okay. Alright, look, on that note guys, I'll leave you to it, you legends. Alright, thank you very much for coming. We will chat soon. If you need anything, you know where to find us. Happy New Year guys. Enjoy. Bye.